Right now, there's a speed inside you that would kill you, and your brain knows it. You've felt at that invisible wall when you're sprinting full speed. Your legs are pumping, your heart's exploding, but something deep in your nervous system whispers that's enough. You think you're giving 100%, but you're not even close, and there's a disturbing reason why. What if I told you that breaking the 44.72 kilometers per hour barrier isn't about training harder or evolving stronger muscles? What if the only thing standing between you and 50 kilometers per hour is a neural kill switch that's keeping you alive? Today, we're diving into why every human on Earth hits the exact same speed wall, and why the answer should terrify you. Level 1. Your muscles are holding back, and they have to. When Usain Bolt hit 44.72 kilometers per hour in Berlin 2009, something strange was happening inside his legs. Despite being the fastest human alive, his muscles were only firing at about 85% capacity. Not because he wasn't trying, but because his brain wouldn't let them go harder. Here's the thing. Your leg muscles can theoretically generate enough force to launch you at 60 kilometers per hour. The type IX fast switch fibers in elite sprinters contract in 30 milliseconds, faster than a rattlesnake strike. But if they all fired at maximum intensity simultaneously, the force would be like strapping rockets to your bones. Picture this. Your Achilles tendon snapping like a guitar string mid-stride. Your hamstring tearing away from the bone like meat falling off overcooked ribs. That's not hypothetical. That's what happened to British sprinter Derek Redmond in 1992, and he wasn't even near maximum theoretical output when his hamstring exploded during the Olympics. A 2014 study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology proved that even with electrical stimulation, athletes can't recruit 100% of their muscle fibers. It's not weakness, it's a protection mechanism. Your muscles could make you faster, but they'd destroy themselves in the process. But here's where it gets worse. Level 2. The ground is your enemy. Even if your tendons were made of steel cables, you'd hit another wall. Physics itself. At walking speed, your foot stays on the ground for 600 milliseconds. At maximum sprint, less than 100 milliseconds. That's faster than a blink. To run faster, you need to push harder against the ground. But to push harder, you need more contact time. See the problem? It's like trying to jump on a trampoline that disappears every tenth of a second. Scientists call this the ground force time catastrophe. Your legs would need to strike with sledgehammer force while simultaneously bouncing off like a Super Bowl. Beyond 45 kilometers per hour, you'd spend more time airborne than on the ground. Without wings, that's not running, it's controlled falling with style. The disturbing part, your body knows this. Which brings us to the real reason you can't break the barrier. Level 3. The neural kill switch. This is where it gets dark. Deep in your brainstem sits an ancient piece of biological software. Scientists call it the central governor. I call it your internal suicide prevention system. This neural governor monitors everything. Muscle tension, blood oxygen, core temperature, tendon, stress, heart rhythm. It's running millions of calculations per second. And the moment you approach the danger zone, it doesn't warn you, it shuts you down. Tim Noakes, who discovered this system, described it as a protective mechanism that prevents catastrophic failure. But let me paint you a picture of what catastrophic failure actually means at 50 kilometers per hour. Your Achilles tendons would snap simultaneously, sounding like firecracker pops. The impact forces would create stress fractures in your tibia and fibula. Your shin bones would literally crack like stepton twigs. Your hip flexors would tear away from your pelvis. Your heart, trying to pump enough oxygen for this impossible effort, would spiral into ventricular fibrillation. Basically, it would electrically short-circuit itself. This isn't speculation. We know because of people who've chemically overridden their governors with massive doses of amphetamines or PCP. They've literally run themselves to death, their bodies found with muscles torn from bones, hearts in failure, core temperatures that cooked their organs from the inside. The evolutionary trap, here's the thought that should really mess with you. We evolved to be slow on purpose. Our ancestors who could override their neural governors, they're not our ancestors. They died. Maybe they tore their legs apart chasing prey and got eaten by predators. Maybe they ran so hard their hearts exploded trying to impress mates. Natural selection didn't favor the fastest. It favored the ones with the strongest safety mechanisms. Think about that. Inside you, right now, is the genetic potential to run fast enough to literally tear yourself apart. Every human carries this self-destruct button. The only thing stopping you is a few neurons in your brainstem that value tomorrow over today's speed. The 44.72 km/h barrier isn't something we need to overcome. It's a guardian angel with a speed gun. And it's saving your life every time you run. The disturbing truth, so why can't any human run faster than 44.72 kilometers per hour? Because the ones who could are dead. Because evolution chose survival over speed. Because your brain knows something your ego doesn't. There's a thin line between peak performance and catastrophic failure, and that line is drawn at exactly 44.72 kilometers per hour. Every time you sprint and feel that invisible wall. That's not weakness. That's millions of years of evolution keeping you intact. Your brain is choosing your tomorrow over your today, every single time. The most disturbing part isn't that we have a speed limit. It's that we're all walking around with a self-destruct velocity locked inside us. And the only thing standing between us and biological catastrophe is a cluster of neurons that we never asked to protect us. But they do, every day. Every run, every sprint. What's the fastest you've ever run? Did you feel that invisible wall holding you back? Let me know in the comments.